Welcome to Google Classroom. If you have never set up a class before, I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'll get into a little bit of the management side of it once you set it up. But then you will see through a couple of other instructional videos how you can begin managing the Google Classroom through adding assignments, communicating with parents, and so on and so forth. So for this video, we're looking at setting up the classroom. You want to go to classroom.google.com. And once you go here, if you've never used Google Classroom before, you won't see a screen like this. What you'll see is just a screen that says, welcome. Are you a teacher or a student? You would select teacher, and then it'll have you sign in with your Google login and password. And once you do that, then you will see a screen that is similar to this. You won't have all of these classes here. You'll have a blank screen. And to set up your first class, you're going to go to this plus button that is right over here. So I'm going to click here and see you have the option to join a class or create a class. To set up your own classroom, you will hit create a class and you will give the class a name. I'm going to call this one Elementary Google Classroom. And if I want to, I can fill in information about the section, like if the class meets a certain time of day, what the subject is, what my room number is, my physical room number in the school. But I don't want to do all that stuff for my purposes, so I will hit create. And then what it'll do is it'll automatically create a class for me. And then whenever it's finished, it'll open it up so that I'm in the classroom, just like that. It gives you all of the information that you need in order to start everything. First, one of the things that you'll see underneath the title of the classroom is a class code. That class code is important because that's typically how students will join your Google Classroom. From the secondary world, I can just give students this code and they know what to do. They know where to go, how to enter it, and do all of that. From the elementary realm, if you don't want to just give students a class code and let them enter on your own, another way that you can have students join is just by coming up here to this navigation toolbar at the top, and you will go to people, and you can see right here that I am the only teacher associated with this Google Classroom right now, and I don't have any students. It tells me that I can give students the code, and that will populate this area. Or what I can do is click invite students right here, and I can type in all of the email addresses of the students, and that will send them an email that they'll just open and then click to join the Google Classroom. You may want to do this with younger students so that they just they have the email and they can click a button and it'll, automatically have them join the classroom. This is how I'm actually going to invite all of you to join the classroom for this professional development session. So whenever I'm ready to do that, I can just go in and type in an email address, and I will keep typing names until I have everybody there. And then I will hit invite. That should generate an email to send to everybody for them to join the classroom. I'm not ready to do that quite yet, so I am going to cancel right now. But that is how I set up a classroom and add students. When I'm finished thinking about the students that I'm going to invite to the class, I'll go back to this navigation toolbar and go to my stream. Here's where I can start to put content into the classroom. It's up to you whether you want to invite students to the classroom before you have content in there. I would like to get a few things in here before I invite people, and I'll show you in the next video how I can start creating some information in here. Before I leave, just a quick couple of things about what you can do with your classroom as far as setup is concerned. You see that I have kind of like this generic theme in the background. There's an option that says select theme. I can pick all of these different backgrounds if I'd like to. based on what my subject area is. So you can personalize this a little bit. I have a photo that I like to use, so I can upload a photo of my own that I've created. So I'm going to go down here, and this is my header that I've created for my Google Classrooms. And I can just kind of drag this around. If it'll work for me, that'd be great. I can kind of drag this around until I get it to cover all of the space that I want. And then I can select this as my class theme. And that's my own photo that I've generated. So you can personalize this a little bit. That's how you set it up. We'll get into a little more of the management side here in the next few videos.